and sit in the front row this time. Crazy.
Get the seats while they're available.
I know. After all, but the night.
Ooh, it's so chilly in here. I'm going to bring my jacket.
I am a mess.
Okay.
You said you're not here tomorrow.
Alright.
I'll be back.
Mid-game.
Yeah, I'll be back Monday night, but yeah. It's like the exact window. I do not want my show scheduled, and but just the way it works.
And we're later than we usually are for the Arsenal. It used to be Monday. Early 5:30. Now we're at
This schedule was conspiring against me. All me.
Big East tournament career high for them. 12 points. Scored more than 3 before that Big East tournament.
what is she at total?
She's got 21. 7. Oh no, I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong fouls.
Minutes?
Personal fouls. It's been a long day.
Then it's personal foul 6 day.
Yeah. Previous career high in the Big East tournament was 11 for Van Clunen. She has 12 tonight. And King making her Big East tournament debut.
Marcus on the semis for what?
Fourth consecutive year. Now 3-1 all time versus Villanova in the tournament. Do you have the seed record broken down by seed in the book?
Just for the quarterfinal. Like the records part of it, that's what's making
That's group 76.
not that far down. Oh, is it back there?
About that. Thank you very much.
Yes, I am. The rest is cheaper than one bucket. I'm gonna answer the next one. So, I'll probably answer it. Go back and over
I'm going to leave one to coach here. Thanks. Just a few notes about Marquette while we're awaiting their arrival. Fourth straight semifinal appearance coming up for the Golden Eagles. The number 2 seed is now 31-8 all time in the quarterfinals of the Big East tournament. And for Lauren Van Clunen, her 12 points and 9 rebounds today are both Big East tournament career bests for her. Previous point total career best in the Big East tournament was 11, set last year in the quarterfinals against St. John's. And her previous rebound high in the tournament was 6. Welcome in Marquette. As usual, we will start with an opening statement from Coach, then we'll take questions for the athletes. We ask that you raise your hand and wait to be recognized before you ask your question. But first, we will start with an opening statement from Coach.
I'm just thrilled, obviously, in March to get a win, no matter how ugly or how pretty it looks. I thought our team was able to keep our composure when Villanova continued to make different runs throughout the game. And I just can't tell you how proud I am of just this overall group for individually making plays, whether it was on the defensive end or offensive end, to get this win today.
Okay, great questions for the athletes right here in the front row.
So for both players, I saw you guys going so crazy when your coach got her Coach of the Year award. What is the best thing she's done to prepare you for March?
We'll do Jordan first.
I think just giving us confidence and the way that she believes in us is something very special, and I think each one of us understands that in a different way. And I think just like we're really excited to keep playing this March, and especially for all of us and our coach too. So I just think that the way that she's believed in us and our resiliency has been the biggest thing.
Yeah, I'd also go off of that, just the preparation that she does with herself and the coaching staff has just been phenomenal for us. And again, that gives us that confidence to go out on the floor, and we know basically everything that we needed to do to get that win.
Back row, John.
Johnny, so biggest issue for both of you. How were you able to withstand all of those going over lines in the third?
We'll do Lauren first on that one.
Yeah, we just understood that basketball's a game of runs. So we understood that, and we just kept fighting. We kept our composure. We didn't get down on ourselves, and we knew if they're going to go on their runs, we're going to go on ours. So we just kept that confidence with each other and understood that with who we have, we can make plays when we need to.
I think another point off that would be our toughness inside with the post players. I think like loose balls and rebounds like that is what will keep us in games when they're going on runs. I think to get stops is important. So just like our overall toughness is something that kept us in that game.
Ashley in the middle.
Yes, Ashley with Big East. Back to Megan, I know winning Coach of the Year, first year. Take me through when you guys first met her, what she was like, what your expectations were until now, how that has progressed.
Careful.
It's a loaded
Careful how
question.
you answer this one.
We still have a game tomorrow.
I know. That's all right. You want me to take it?
Go ahead.
Okay. So when I first met her, it was great. It was a Jordan meter, just a bunch of energy, and we just wanted to get up and down. Like our first workout, like she was running up and down with us. Like it was awesome to see that, and awesome to see how much she loved the game, loved us, and we had met her not even a day. Like so you could just see that caring side of her, and it was awesome to see that and awesome to have that. And then just kind of throughout, we weren't really sure what was going to happen. She just said, we're just going to take it one game at a time, one practice at a time, and she gave us that confidence throughout, the summer and into the fall and now the winter and spring. So it's been, it's been a great, obviously getting to know her off the court too. She's really big about that in terms of the student athlete part, and I think that's huge for to be able to coach us on the court. And it's just been a lot of fun. And it's when certain things, she doesn't care about how many points you score or anything like that. It's an intangibles to her. Are you working hard? Are you giving that effort? And it's really fun to have a coach like that.
Jordan, anything to add?
Yeah, so I'm in a different position than her. So obviously I didn't get to see her right away with workouts and stuff. But I think the very first conversation that I had with her once she got the job was just I could see the determination that she had for this program and the way that she believed into those 5 returners stepping into new roles and then us freshmen coming in. I think just the way that she believed in all of us to come together is something really special. And then Lauren touched on it, her energy in practice and just all around her as a person. I think her energy has been really great for us in this journey.
Mm-hmm. Anything final for the athletes right here in the middle?
Lauren, talk about that three. What was that like?
Yes. It was me and Sel were kind of in a ball screen, and I wasn't sure if she was going to pull it, and I saw the corner of my eye that the clock was ticking down, and even though I don't shoot them in the games, I do work on threes, so I knew that we were talking to Coach just after the game, and she goes, in March you make plays. So when it left my fingers, I knew it was going in, but it was cool to see one go down for me. So yeah, I was excited, and I was glad it went in.
Great, ladies, thank you. We'll have Katie take you back to the locker room. We'll reset and we'll take questions for Coach.
Thank you.
Good job, ladies.
Thanks.
Same thing, questions for Coach, and we'll start here in the middle, and then we'll come to the front, and we'll come back to the middle.
The look you gave Lauren when she said she knew it was going in when it left her, did you know it was going in?
I mean, I mean, she had to shoot it. She's actually a really good shooter, and with her offense, she probably doesn't get as many or any opportunities to shoot the three as much as like she's probably capable. And it's interesting. A few plays before, we ran a little pick and pop action for her to get her a 15-footer, and she airballed it. And I think it's indicative of kind of who they are, and just those two standing up. Just so proud of them, of just their resiliency to bounce back. And Nova's so hard to play against with their style, and you get a little tight. And I thought we were a little tight at times, like to start the game a little anxious, but to see that ball go through the net on the three, and I think it was just part of many pieces of making plays in this game by different people.
Right here in the front.
Your team responds really well to coming out of timeout. So, I mean, what are you saying to them? What is kind of your formula when you're in timeout with them?
I tell you what, we've gotten so much experience this year by playing different styles and being down and being up and being able to execute in late game situations or out of a timeout. And, I have a kind of an annoying memory of all that stuff. So I try and reference different things of like, hey, here's our time to make our run. And hey, we just worked on this in practice yesterday or back on Tuesday or back on, December 12th, to give them that confidence of, hey, let's just, take a deep breath and execute. And I thought we did. I don't think our execution, and we watched the film tonight, was perfect, but I think the way we did it timely allowed us to win that game, and they were locked in, and like any other team, we have a set of little money plays that we run when we need a quick basket.
We'll go over here on the right first, and then we'll come to the middle.
Hi, Coach Chucky Timothy from LaSalle Broadcast. Plus 16 on the boards. I thought you guys early on were very aggressive on the boards. Were you guys just more instinctual? I know teams drill a lot with rebounding. Just talk about that, the portion of the game.
Yeah, we've held our hat on just the ability to rebound, especially because we're a little bit bigger than everybody, and just our motors. But what was interesting, I thought in that whole first half, we were crashing, and I felt like we got nothing out of it. The ball was getting tipped out of bounds. We were a little bit anxious to, we were throwing the thing over the basket at times, I felt like. And I thought finally we settled down and continued to crash the glass and continue to get rebounds, but we started executing out of that a little bit more, which helped us. And that first quarter, I think we were just so amped up to be, here, and we had to wait a little bit to play. And but it's been our bread and butter all year, and it's something we emphasize and talk about on a daily basis, whether it's our guard play or our posts, being able to create extra possessions. And I think that's a little bit what they alluded to with their confidence of when we know we have a team who's going to hit the glass hard, you can kind of let that thing fly and shoot some shots and not be afraid to miss a shot because you got your teammates around you that are ready to get extra possessions for you.
We're going to go here in the middle, second row first, then third row.
Coach, Jordan got off to the hot hand. What did you see from the confidence of her, especially this being her first trip to the Big East?
Man, she's been great these last couple weeks, and one of the things that her and I have talked kind of privately about is we're not going to wait till the end of the season to kind of reflect on your freshman year. We're going to continue to give you new challenges and continue to give you different parts of our offense that I think you can take advantage of from the offensive end. And she's a big time scorer, and some of her numbers maybe haven't shown that all year, but after that DePaul game on Sunday where she came out in a very similar way in the first quarter with just a different look in her eyes. She really carried that momentum, and for a freshman, like I said, to play point guard for me, I'm always yelling at her. I'm always, just challenging her to have the composure to now be an offensive threat a little bit more and to score is tremendous. And just sitting there, she's just a composed kid. She doesn't get too high or too low, and even some of those during their freshman year where they're going to hit some really, really low moments, and because it's hard, she's really has stayed steady, and she's had that positive demeanor about her, and her best basketball is still ahead, but it was so great to see her again have another great start to help our team.
You got time for one more here in the back row.
Man, she was great for us, just settling us down, and I trust her so much on the floor. And even her and Cameron Taylor had a great kind of 1-2 punch tonight, just being able to get them a little bit of rest when they hit a wall. And obviously, Lauren, she's a tremendous player. She's getting her opportunity, to do some great things for us. But she's been a huge mentor for Cameron Taylor and that entire post group. And one of the greatest kids I've met. And she's a kid you root for. And maybe we'll set up a play for her tomorrow to hit another 3 or something. Who knows?
Coach, thanks. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you being here.
I know, right?
She was supposed to see WBB.
That is a testament to that young lady right there, Megan O'Shea.
Like, she just is so chill and no problem answering questions.
Oh, yeah.
What's that? Oh. So we've been here how long today?
Here's your girl. Val, here's your boy. He wanted to practice his trees, man. They didn't want to let him shoot. I said he said he knew the commissioner. No player? Nope. Oh.
We start with an opening statement from Coach.
And I thought it was a good game. I mean, they you know, they're a little more athletic than we are. They played really good defense in the first half, and they took us completely out of our offense. The second half, I thought we did a much better job of executing our offense. We got much easier shots. We were able to get it to 1, but at that point, we made a couple defensive errors, and I think we had hit 2 threes, and then we gave up 2 threes. So, you know, at that point, you know, I thought the game came down to that one little stretch of defense where I thought I don't say we let up, we just made defensive errors. And they kept coming at us, and they did a really good job on the glass, which we knew going into the game we were going to be the deficit at that area. But, you know, so I thought we did the best we could, and we're not a great sustained offensive team. We kind of go up and down a little bit like a roller coaster, and we made a good run there, but then our kind of offense kind of gave out on us.
Questions for Coach? We'll start with Ashley, and then we'll go to John.
Hey, Coach, Ashley with Big East.
Oh, yeah.
Take me through that locker room conversation just after the game with those women.
I just told them I thought they did a great job. I mean, all year, I thought they did a fantastic job. I'm being honest. I mean, beginning of the year, I didn't think we would win 10 games, to be honest with you, after the way we started. And they really got themselves together. And, you know, I think they got the most out of what they had. And a lot of teams don't do that. And they needed everything they could get, you know. And I just told them they did a great job. And, you know, hopefully we'll play in 2 weeks from now, I mean, the WNIT. But I was happy with their effort. I thought they gave a great effort.
John on the third row.
Hey, Coach, Johnny Soap from Big East Digital. You know, this being your final Big East tournament, I'm sure a wide range of emotions. Could you just describe how you're feeling right now?
I feel pretty good. I mean, you know, I thought this team came in. You know, I thought we were at a deficit in some areas, and I thought they did a great job. And I thought our staff, you know, my assistants, did a really, really good job. And I relied on them a lot, you know, for the scouting and the recruiting. But it's just fun to be here. I mean, you know, at some point you have to give it up, and this is the time to give it up. And it's just great to be here in this venue, to be with all the Big East people, because they're like, Big East has basically been my family, like Villanova's been my family. I mean, I think we joined the league the second or third year it started, and I've been, I knew Dave Gavitt really well, Tranghese, Marinado, and now Val. All these people have been mentors to me, and, you know, taught me, and it's been like a real family for me. So to be in the Big East in the tournament's kind of great.
Here in the third row.
Coach, talk about what it's like to see Coach Duffy go from a player in the conference now to Big East Coach of the Year.
I thought it was great for her. I told her, I said she did a great job, and she obviously learned a lot as a player and as a coach before, and she's got them playing really hard, and I think that's the big key. I mean, any coach, the biggest key is to try to get your players to play hard and play together, and she's done that. And when you do that, you're going to win X amount of games given your talent level. And like I said, I thought she did a great job. She looks like she communicates really well with them. Looks like the kids interact with her really well. So I watch all that stuff, and you know, I just think she showed a lot of maturity. Told me she's getting married. She waited a little long. I waited till I was 42. She's at least doing it when she's 35.
Over here on the left.
Coach, what made it hard for her to stop Marquette on the defensive side in that fourth quarter when they made their surge?
Well, I think physically they're just stronger than we are, and I think we gave so much effort in the third quarter. I don't want to make excuses. I thought we were a little tired in the fourth quarter. I wanted to try to go zone, but we were afraid. The 3-ball, they were shooting the 3-ball half decent, and it's also you can't rebound out of the zone very well, especially when you're outmatched physically. So I just felt like we were a little fatigued, and it led to some defensive errors that we made. But they kept running their offense. They didn't give up. They didn't quit running their offense. They didn't start taking it one-on-one. They didn't panic. And that shows a sign of maturity, from their coaching staff all the way to their players.
We got time for one more for Coach here in the back again.
Coach, what did you see from Jordan King in that first quarter when she had that hot hand?
Well, like I said, she played like she's capable of playing, and I don't want to say she forced us to make defensive mistakes. She moved really well, and she just was really aggressive offensively. I thought that was the difference in the two games. The first two games we played, we were always in contact with them. This game, they were able to get up double figures. It made it a lot harder for us, and she was a big reason for that early in the game.
Coach, I think I expressed the sentiment of a lot of us here when we say we're going to miss you. Thanks. Congratulations on your retirement, and this tournament will not be the same without you.
Thank you. I'll be here to aggravate people. Thank you. So, watch it.
They can keep it.
All right. Thanks, Jane. Thanks,
No problem, Dean.
We'll try out the TV now, maybe get hired.
Don't be a couple of times talking. Don't be tongue-tied.